Hey guys, it's Robyn, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. It is What I've Been Warming Day, where I take you through what I've been warming in my house over the last week or two and kind of just let you know how it did, where I warmed it, and all of that good stuff. The idea is that so that you might decide what might work well in your house or what you might want to try as well. So this week we have a mix of kind of probably 50-50 Scentsy to vendor wax. So we'll kind of just jump in and we'll go by room, which is what we typically do. We will start with the open layout. And first we have cobbler cookies from Sassy Girl Aroma. This one is nutmeg, cinnamon, clove, sugar cookies, apple, raisin, almond, vanilla cake, and hazelnut. So a lot of notes. The overall scent is kind of a cidery, very lightly spiced bakery scent. Almost like oatmeal cookies with like cider. It's delicious. I love this one. It's like a short duration one, but it's so good and very house filling and inviting. So I did 8 cubes of this to finish off the bag. I would repurchase this one. I love this one. It was a gift from my friend Melissa. And this one is one I would be on the lookout for again. I really like that one. Next we did Rolling Pin, also from Sassy Girl Aroma. I did this on, I think, WrestleMania night, which was like last Sunday. Pumpkin pecan waffle, sugar cookie dough, and birthday cake. This was a gift from my friend Emily over on Instagram. She's Emily Loves Wax. This one is amazing. This was so good. Everyone in the house commented on it. Oh, it's so good. So good. My daughter especially loved this one, and she smells a lot of wax because she lives in my house. She commented on this one too and said she especially liked this one. So this one was amazing. So pumpkin pecan waffle, sugar cookie dough, birthday cake. It was good. This one would be a repurchase. I love this. I think it would lend itself well to mixing, but it was also very strong and delicious on its own. Definitely a one-day scent, but so worth it. Next, we did a mix of salted caramel cupcake from Scentsy and mocha doodle. Salted caramel cupcake was a bring back my bar a couple rounds ago. It was like a delicious decadent chocolate cupcake with caramel. So good. It is not aging well. So if you have this in your stash in your collection, I would use what you have if it's not in your club, because this bar is not holding up all that well. It is turning very Play-Doh-y, kind of plasticky smelling, and very waxy. So this one was on its last leg. It was not the same as it was a year ago. It was not very good anymore. And then I decided to mix it with Mocha Doodle. Mocha Doodle is another one that does not hold up well. This one is delicious when it's new. It's kind of a creamy coffee scent, more of the other stuff in coffee, like the cream and the sugar and all that stuff. Does not hold up well. It gets kind of waxy and plasticky after some time. So these ones together, both bars are kind of at the end of their life. This was not good. It would have been a good mix if they were fresh. This was not good. This was waxy and plasticky and just unpleasant. It did not last very long. It was like an 8-hour type scent, and it just didn't last and was not good. So I would recommend that mix if these were new bars. If you have old bars, I would suggest looking at them and sniffing them, because you may need to get those used up. That scent, I would repurchase salted caramel cupcake if it came back, but I would be sure to use it up in a timely manner. And Mocha Doodle, I prefer other coffee scents. Next, I did Cupcakes by the Campfire from Teddy Bees from my friend Narina. This one is delicious. And this one is, oh my gosh. The cupcake note here is like a pink cupcake note. It's like a pink frosting smell. Like, I don't know how to explain it that it smells pink, but it smells pink without being pink sugar. So the Campfire note here, I was expecting something very smoky, and it's really not. This is more of a woodsy campfire smell, more like a piece of firewood where the fire has just started kind of licking the wood, and it's just kind of it's just getting charred a little bit. When you first put that log on the fire and it just starts getting a little bit black, that's kind of what the woodsy note here was. It was just kind of a like woodsy kind of burning sap type smell. It was like a very pretty like woodsy smell. I really liked this, and I would look for more of her campfire note because it seems to be quite unique and different from other campfire notes that I've smelled. So very impressed with what I've tried from Teddy Bees. This might have been one of the lighter ones I've tried from her, but it was still like a solid medium and a good solid one day. So very impressed with Teddy Bees, and I liked Cupcakes by the Campfire, so that was a good one. Then I did Strawberry Streuselkuchen from Rose Girls. This was a gift from my friend Melissa. And this is one of those ones where I had this in a vendor wax drawer, and then I was looking through it and reorganizing it. I was like, oh, this is like perfect for right now. So I had just enough left for one warm in the open layout, and I did it, and it was perfect for that day and that time of year. So it was just like, a cool, like kind of snowy day, but still kind of springish. So that was a good one. This one is like delicious strawberry bakery, like almost like strawberry funnel cake maybe. I don't know. It was delicious. I would definitely get that again if I was ordering from Rose Girls. Loved that. Next, I did Jack's Obsession. I had been watching one of Brandy's videos over at Bricks and Bars, Brandy's Bricks and Bars. She had warmed Jack's Obsession, and she's not a fan of this scent. She was like, it's just kind of very traditional apple cinnamon, and I was like, yeah, it is very traditional apple cinnamon. I feel like that. And so again, we were having kind of a snowy cold spell, and I was like, yes, traditional apple cinnamon sounds fantastic. So I dug out a bar of this, and it hit the spot. It was just perfect. This one is like green apple, cinnamon, and clove. It's just good. Just classic apple cinnamon. It didn't last as long as I had hoped. I put it in the morning, went to work, left my family home because they were on spring break. And when I came home at lunchtime, it was already kind of tapering off. And then after work, it was kind of like there, but just like maybe a 3 out of 10 in strength. So it does okay, but it's strongest out the gate, of course. And it only lasts maybe like 12 hours total. So longevity wise, it's not the best, but it hit the spot that day. Definitely a repurchase for me. Weekend with Papa. This is another Teddy Bee scent, and this again is from my friend Narina, so thank you, Narina. This one is hard to get my nose around because I really like it and I don't know what I'm smelling. I almost get like a touch of mint, something woodsy, a lot of vanilla. I'm thinking like maybe pine, a little bit of mint, and like vanilla, like cookies or something. Like it's a very like complex scent, and it's very lovely. So I did this in the open layout, and you didn't need much. Like this was maybe the equivalent of like 3 or 4 Scentsy cubes, and it did my entire open layout beautifully. So Teddy Bees, a little goes a long way. It was very nice, and this would be a scent I would repurchase. I really liked that one. Then I did Mango Scentspirations from Scentsy. Mango Margarita. We were doing taco night. I wanted something springish. Mango Margarita fit the bill. It was fantastic. Yes, this one's delicious. This is just like a juicy mango cocktail scent. Loved it. It is strong. Even though I was cooking tacos, and those are a fairly like strongly scented food, this still held up against that, so that was amazing. Love that. I've repurchased a few bars of this. It's not a club scent for me, but it is one I want a few bars of, so definitely a good one to try. Then we all had a cold and weren't feeling all that great, so I did At the North Pole from Sassy Girl Aroma. I did 8 cubes in the open layout. This one is sweet peppermint sticks with creamy rich vanilla. This one's delicious. It's like buttermint, like you know those buttermint candies? Yeah, it's just buttermint. It's so good. Not a long lasting scent, but delicious. So loved that one. It was perfect for that day. Then my friend Emily had sent some Smell Good Shop wax. Now I've been so curious about that Smell Good Shop, and so this is the first thing I've tried from them. This is Truly Madly Sweetly, and it is sweet pastry, lemon custard, and icing. This smelled very similar to my nose to like lemon coconut chiffon from Scentsy, minus the coconut note, which was okay with me. So this one was very, very nice. Yeah, this was a nice standard lemon bakery. It did fill the home. There was 6 little tiny cubes here. I put 1 or 2 in each of my 4 warmers out here, and it did very well. Full day, like 18 to 24 hours. Lasted great. Good, strong performance. I would say like 7 out of 10. Nice performer. Liked the scent. I'm very interested in trying more of that Smell Good Shop, so that was a good one. Then I did one that I've had in my stash for a while and I've been craving. So this is Posh Beaches from Ella After, and the bag's a mess. It's a very soft wax she has. This is Cupcakes at Tiffany's and Beach Nights. Both of those are like vendor blends. I think Beach Nights is supposed to be a dupe of Night at the Beach from Bath & Body Works. Cupcakes at Tiffany's is like a toffee chocolate cupcake scent. So this together was so good. It's what's in my warmers right now. I need to change it now because it's kind of dying off, but it's been 24 hours. It was strong for most of that. This is like bakery heaven with just like a little bit of like toasted marshmallow and sea salt air. Like when I think of like beach aquatic scents, they're much harsher than this. This is a very soft, smooth, well-rounded one. I love it. I will order more Posh Beaches if it comes back. This is a knock it out of the park kind of scent. Love that. So that was a win. I hope she makes it again. This is one that I think pretty much, if you like Bonfire Beach, but it's too smoky for you, this would be one to try. This is delicious. Then on to my daughter's room. She had picked out Dumbo. This is Dumbo Circus Parade. I had this in my club for the longest time. I took it out recently because I had a stockpile. We just weren't reaching for it. So did 2 cubes in her bedroom, and this one did amazingly well. This lasted for like 4 days in her bedroom. It's like mango and orange. It's like a very sweet, creamy, mango orange, bright kind of candy scent. It's amazing. I love this scent. I'm kind of sad I took it out of my club, and the performance in her room was fantastic. This one is open layout worthy for me as well. I've done it in my open layout before, had good performance, but in her room it lasted for days. So was very impressed with the performance on that. I hope we see that back one day. Then I did a little sample here of Rose Girls Pumpkin Peanut Butter Cookies. This one is probably just pumpkin peanut butter cookies. This one smelled very good. It was like a slightly, lightly spiced pumpkin peanut butter cookie. Mostly peanut butter. This was good. My daughter picked this out for her room, and she just got a kick out of the fact that her room smelled like peanut butter cookies, so that was a good day. This one did about 2 days. It was very nice. Then we did Waxy Taffy, Pink Pearberry Sangria. Again, I've talked about this before. These were a gift from Emily. These are little wax, like, rectangles that are wrapped in wax paper like saltwater taffy, and they're so cute. This is kind of a, like, fruity type scent. Yeah, kind of a clean, fruity scent. This does well in my daughter's room. I did 2 of them in her Disney warmer again. It's a one-day kind of scent in her room, but it's very pleasant while it lasts. And then we did another raspberry cheesecake bites from Simo Wax Melts. These are cute. They're little shaped like little wax warmers or wax bars. They're very cute. This was a lighter scent. This was raspberry cheesecake bites. I would say I got mostly like a raspberry bakery scent from it. And I would say it was a light intensity for about a day. So there's that one. Then in our bedroom, I did Pink Coconut from Scentsy. This was the February scent of the month, I believe. February or March? February, I think. So this one is like raspberries, pink clay, and what else? I can't remember. Coconut, of course. Yeah, so this is a nice one. It's like you do get some berry, you do get a little tiny bit of coconut, and you get a lot of that pink clay. As this progresses into the second day, you get a lot more of that pink clay. I personally prefer this scent for the first day, and I take it out after that second day because I just don't care for that. Whatever happens and the raspberry burns off, I don't like what happens to it the next day. It does go for like 3 or 4 days if you want it to. I just only like it for that first day. So I take it out after that first 24 hours and then change it out. But I did like this one. I do like this one. I'm glad I have more of it. It's just not a club scent for me, but I do quite enjoy that. And then I did Hush Love Hush from Ella After Wax Co. This is clean mugwort, soothing chamomile, and a touch of rose. This was kind of a light chamomile, kind of sleepy type scent. Very light and soothing and soft. It's very pretty, very soft. I get like a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of floral. It's just very, very like subdued. It's perfect. It smells like someone's just like running their fingers through your hair and like relaxing. It's just so nice. That being said, not a great performer. This one, I did 3 pretty good sized little shapes. It came as like a bag of shapes. I did 3 shapes in my warmer, which would be about the equivalent of like 3 cubes of Scentsy wax. And I got like maybe a 2 or 3 out of 10 scent throw from it. It was barely smellable even near the warmer. And I did leave it in 24 hours, but you really couldn't smell it after like 8. So this was kind of a disappointing one. I wouldn't repurchase it, but I loved the scent on cold. But performance-wise, it just didn't do it for me. Then I did a Scentsy sample from my friend Sarah in New Zealand. This is a scent in Region 3. This is lime and vanilla, or lime zest and vanilla. This one was really, really good. This is like cocoa lime, but like a little different. Yeah, this was nice. Did this in our bedroom. It was very pleasant. Lasted about an average length of time for Scentsy. It was about maybe a day and a half, like 36 hours or so, and about a medium strength. Really liked that one. Then I had some Rose Girls Goodnight Moon. This was a gift from Emily. This is pink sugar, sweet lavender, peppermint birthday cake. Now this one I thought would be so cute for my daughter's room because it's pink and purple, matches her room, and Goodnight Moon is a book we used to read to her when she was a baby. But my daughter doesn't like this one. I like this one. My daughter does not. So she is not a big fan of lavender, and she's not a big fan of mint either. She actually really hates mint in both flavoring and like scent. I love mint in flavoring and scent. So she was not a fan, but I was. So this is going to be warmed in our bedroom. And so the pink sugar lavender peppermint birthday cake, it is like a bakery pink sugar with mint. Like pink sugar is the predominant note here, I would say, with a hefty dose of bakery, a little bit of lavender, and that mint. So it's like a bakery herbal pink sugar. So I did 2 cubes of this in our warmer. Really enjoyed it. I found it lasted like a day, but it was a nice solid medium while it was lasting, and it was very, very pretty. So I'm excited to have the rest of this bag. So thank you for that. Then we did Frosty from Harper James. I'd ordered this around Christmas time and then never gotten around to warming it. But we all had a cold, like I said, and so this seemed like a good choice for our bedroom. This is peppermint, spearmint, and cotton candy. So it's like a classic minty scent with just a bit of cotton candy to sweeten things up. And yeah, I would say the cotton candy is very much in the background. It is mostly a like peppermint spearmint scent, and it was very nice. Lasted a day, was not a long lasting scent, but it was a nice medium strength while it lasted. And I did this twice. I did 1 cube each time for 2 total uses. So enjoyed that. Then in our bathroom, we have all Scentsy. So the night of WrestleMania in our guest bathroom, I did Mediterranean Spa. This was a Bring Back My Bar scent last round. I did 1 cube. This one is like clean, like saltwater aquatic. On warm, this becomes a bit more perfumey cologne-y type scent, but definitely like an aquatic clean scent. It was perfect for having company over in that bathroom. It was just kind of nice that way. Lasted a couple days. Overall, I would do this in the bathroom some more. This is a scent where I had purchased more, and I ended up giving one of the bars away just because I do like this, but it's not a scent I'm going to reach for very often. So I did rehome one of the bars that I had, but I will finish up this one and enjoy it. Then we have Vitamin Soothe from the All Is Well collection like last year. This is, I want to say like, this one smells like a Calgon spray, like one of the Calgon sprays from the 90s. It is like a lot more minerally than the other aquatic scents. This has more like wet rocks or mineral notes to it. I really like this. And this one has aged beautifully. I said that before too. I did 1 cube in our bathroom of this one. So I got sick. It was very sinusy and couldn't smell anything for a few days. I had this put in a day or 2 before I got sick. So this had been going a couple days, doing very well. Then I got sick, couldn't smell anymore for a couple days. And then by the time everything cleared up, I could still smell this. That's how I knew my scent was back. I was like, oh, I can smell Vitamin Soothe again. So that was good. And this is one of those ones that just goes for like a week. So I really enjoyed this in our bathroom. I will be very happy to use my last 2 cubes. Is it one I'm very sad I don't have more of? I mean, no, this is again a type of scent I don't use all that often, but I do really like this version of it. Like if I had to pick a mineral aquatic scent, it might be this. Like this is very, very good. So I do enjoy it. I'm glad I have a couple more cubes. And then Pima Cotton. This is one I had just put in the guest bathroom the other night. I just kind of was feeling like this one, and that is unusual because this tends to be a very floral laundry. It's a very floral strong laundry, kind of hits behind the eyes. Could be a headache inducer for a lot of people. But for whatever reason, the other day, this one just smelled good and like it wasn't going to give me a headache. So I was like, you know what? Make hay while the sun shines. If it doesn't feel like a headache scent today, let's put it in. So I did not give me a headache, was good. Lasted about, doesn't last as long as you would think. For as strong as this is, it is strong and it does throw, but only for like 24 hours. So it was fine. I'll be able to get through the rest of my bar. Then in my office, I had a sample from my friend Sarah in New Zealand of Duchess from Scentsy. This one was kind of a pretty, like kind of like grown up floral. Yeah, it's like kind of like a pretty like elegant floral. It was just really pretty. I don't know what else to say about it. It was one that I didn't smell a whole ton because I ended up not going in there because I got sick. But what I could smell on warm was very lovely. I don't think it lasted more than a day or 2. But it was very pretty. Then I had done my last 2 cubes in this bag of IHOP from Sassy Girl Aroma. This is pumpkin pecan waffles, maple syrup, brown sugar, caramel, and coffee. This one is delicious. This is one I'll have on hand. I do have a bit more left in a bag. This is so good. That pumpkin pecan waffles, it smells like pumpkin pecan waffles and like a pumpkin spice latte with a lot of creamer and sweetness. It's yummy. And it takes over, like it spreads throughout the whole house. It's amazing. So love pumpkin, love IHOP. And that is what I've warmed. So that's what I've warmed since the last time I uploaded one of these videos. It's been like a week or two, I think. Not quite 2 weeks maybe. But yeah, that's what I've been warming. And as we get into Easter, I'm planning on warming a few more Eastery things. I have pulled Cotton Candy Cookie to warm this weekend, as well as Peep Show from Harper James. And I've got a couple other things ready to go too. Yeah, so you'll see that in my next melting basket or in my next what I've been warming video. But that's what I've planned to warm for Easter weekend. Hope you guys have a happy Easter if you celebrate, and that you have a good time with your family on these holidays if you have time off. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. We will talk to you guys soon. Oh, other thing I wanted to bring up, I'm kind of like toying with the idea of doing like a maybe quarterly favorites video. Not monthly, but maybe like seasonal, like spring, summer, winter, fall favorites of just not necessarily wax, not necessarily Bath and Body, just general favorites. Like random things in my house, random things I've found that work well for us. Movies, shows, podcasts, that sort of thing. Just stuff I'm enjoying or finding really useful at that particular time as a working mom type thing. I don't know. That is what my life is, so that's kind of what my favorites would revolve around. So if that sounds interesting to you, let me know below. If it doesn't, let me know that too. Like, you can be honest, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, and we will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.